Well, stepping outside now at 12:16. It's a hot day. Could be getting even hotter, though. There is a chance we could see some more spotty storms, though, today, Danny.
Yeah, there is. And I don't think it's going to be, again, as much as we saw yesterday, but certainly going to see a couple of storms try to bubble in here over the next couple of hours. And there are those heat indices, again, in the 90s at least area-wide, mid to upper 90s for most of northwest Arkansas, triple digits for all of the River Valley, in 107 to 108, kind of those higher amounts in the Fort Smith, Van Buren, and Boonville areas. And for northwest Arkansas, we'll kind of straddle about the low triple digits, 100 to as high as 102 to 103, and staying in the upper 90s there until about 7, 8 o'clock, right around sunset. For the River Valley, I think we'll stay as high as about 107 to 108, maybe up to 109. We'll stay that range through about 6 or 7 o'clock. That's when we'll see those rain chances start to pick up a little bit for the region. That combined with even hotter conditions tomorrow is just going to help us say, hey, can we just end this for once? We will, at least temporarily. Saturday or late Friday and early Saturday, we're going to see a cold front push in, and that's going to wipe out those heat indices about 20 degrees lower from Friday to Saturday, so feel much better. Sunday and Monday, yeah, it'll be a little warm, but mid to upper 90s, we'll take that over well into the triple digits for that heat index. So you can see off to my southeast here, or off to our southeast, we're seeing a couple of showers start to bubble in here in kind of south central Arkansas. You see that kind of right there? That's where we're seeing kind of those showers bubble off right on the stationary front. And we'll see that in our neck of the woods here in a couple of hours. And we'll see, again, similar nature of storms like we saw yesterday. Then for tomorrow, we're going to see a cold front start to develop off this low, and that's going to push in for us late Friday and early Saturday and give us another shot of some storms. So we'll map out that timeline on Futurecast. Again, storms probably over the next couple of hours bubbling in. Again, not as much coverage as yesterday, but we still could have some brief downpours, a gust of wind. Not expecting anything widespread severe, but maybe a few stronger storms. That continues to the evening commute. Then by about 10 o'clock, that'll taper off. Most of the overnight hours are quiet, but once we get to about, let's say, 4 a.m. onward, we could see a few spotty showers. And really most of the day Friday will be kind of these very spotty, hit or miss showers, maybe a brief downpour, but most of it is hot and it's humid. As you saw, I could see up to 112 for that heat index in the River Valley, 106 in northwest Arkansas. The better chance of rain, though, is going to come around sunset, 7, 8 o'clock. You can see this is the line of storms along the cold front. And as that pushes southeast, could see more of those gusty winds and heavy rain. Then after midnight, I think that tapers off, and then it will be very quiet as we head into our weekend. And a weekend that's looking, honestly, near 10 out of 10, especially for early August patterns. So, again, tomorrow, that high creeps up in the mid-90s, feels like up to 106. Saturday, Sunday, highs down in the mid-80s, lower humidity as well, lows in the mid-60s. That's an indication that, yes, it's getting less humid. It is going to heat back up, though, for next week, and I think by the end of next week, we'll be in that kind of mid to upper 90s range yet again. Maybe not necessarily as humid to start, but it is going to be pretty hot there. Otherwise, for the River Valley, again, weather impact alert for tomorrow because that heat index over 112, and then again, seeing things pretty hot.
All right, thank you, Danny. And don't forget, you can stay up to date with the heat alerts, any kind of weather alerts on our 24/7 Weather Impact stream. It has around-the-clock updates, live radar, in-depth analysis, and it's easy to find on 5 News platforms. You can also scan this QR code here to get started on streaming now.